Hey everyone. All right, time for an official update. So I know it's been a while since I've posted here. Apologies for the wild hiatus. It's been a crazy 3 months with job changes and travel and etc. Just, shenanigans. But a lot of you have been asking for updates in the comments, breathing, how's that going? So I want to do a more proper update for you guys. So the TLDR, if you want to just get that and not watch the whole thing, essentially I have finished my expansion stage and I'm now in the consolidation period. So I stopped turning the TPD about maybe a month ago, and now I'm just letting the bone heal and grow, and maybe for another 2 months, and then I can get the TPD out. So what are the results? Overall, I got about 3 to 4 millimeters of expansion in the nasal cavity floor. So that, I'll put a photo up just to kind of visualize it. It's not, a crazy amount of expansion, but it is, it's definite expansion in the nasal cavity, which, since this is more like volumetric three-dimensional expansion, it's pretty decent. That being said, subjectively, I can't say that I've felt a dramatic increase in my nasal breathing. I think that overall it's been moderate, but it's not, it's not like a huge night and day difference, and that's just kind of subjectively how it is for me. Of course, everyone's mileage is going to vary. I have to also add that I'm a particularly difficult case, and I kind of have figured that out. Very thin palatal bones. I don't have a lot of space in my palatal vault to for the TPD to push on. And so, given all that, overall, it's kind of given me, decent results. Also, sleep did marginally improve as well. I think what I can report about that is essentially I'm having fewer wake ups throughout the night. I used to wake up maybe 7 or 8 times a night. That has reduced down to like just 3 times or something. And even then, I'm able to kind of fall back to sleep pretty quick. So I think that's gotten a little better. Now, what I've also started doing on the sleep department, and I don't know why this took me so long, but I started taping my mouth every night. I think what it was is like, the 3M or whatever tape, they work fine for a lot of people, but it just kept falling off and it didn't work. So I got this thing called hostage tape. I've been getting ads for that for a while, and it looks pretty decent. It's basically like a black tape, you can show it. And that's been working great. It doesn't fall off at night. It is very comfortable and kind of has a bendy elastic feel to it. So, and there's a link if you guys want to buy that. I bought that and they gave me an affiliate link, so if you want to use that, that's great. And if you don't know like the benefits of mouth taping, I think most of you guys that watch my channel probably do, but essentially it encourages you to breathe through your nose at night, which has a ton of benefits. It warms the air, it filters the air that you breathe, but most importantly, it trains you to keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth as you sleep. And I think that's the most important thing for us who are concerned with jaw growth. If you breathe through your mouth, obviously your tongue is down, you're like this, and you're training your tongue to be at the bottom of your mouth. If you tape your mouth, breathing through your nose, you can place the tongue on the roof of the mouth and keep it there the whole night, which is just building better conditioning for your brain to maintain that oral posture throughout the day, and all the time. So I just wanted to add that note, and I've been finding that's helping me. My Oura ring is saying that my respiratory rate is a bit lower, which is good when I do tape my mouth. So all of that is good. So I think what's next is I'm going to do some minor orthodontic work. I'm going to kind of line up the teeth a little bit. It's not too bad, but I want to just finish that out. and then most likely plan for an MMA. What I want to do, and thanks to a friend of mine who suggested this, is I think I'll do a DICE, or a drug-induced sleep endoscopy, and I'll have the provider, the doctor, position my body in various sleeping positions, like on my side, supine, like on my back, and while wearing first without anything, so just to see where the obstruction's happening. My tongue is falling into my airway, whatever's happening. And if that is the case, let's say that my issue is the tongue is falling into my airway when I'm laying on my back, then I want to do the DICE again with a mandibular advancement device that holds my mandible forward, let's say 10 millimeters, something, whatever it is, and then retest with the drug-induced sleep endoscopy. So I'm knocked out, I have this thing holding my mandible 10 millimeters forward, I'm on my back, and then they can see the patency or the openness of my airway in that position, all positions. And if it looks open and wide and good, that's a good indicator that MMA would be successful, because you're essentially emulating it with the DICE. So I want to do that. And if that's like a positive, if that seems to make a huge difference, I'm definitely going to do it. So I'll start looking for providers for that. But yeah, overall, I think it's been quite a journey. I've been learning more and more just how fickle my facial skeleton is. But yeah, that's the update, more or less. If there's other questions, please do let me know. If you want me to answer anything specific, happy to do so.